For more than 30 years, The Undertaker wasn't just a wrestler, he was a myth, a ghost story told through television screens. While other superstars laughed in interviews and built public personalities, The Undertaker disappeared the moment the cameras stopped rolling. Fans knew the character, but they never knew the man. Mark Calaway spent decades protecting a secret that made him different from every other superstar in wrestling history. And then something changed. Because over the years, reality began breaking through the darkness. The losses became too painful. The friendships became too important. For the first time, fans started seeing moments they were never supposed to see. Moments where the dead man disappeared and Mark Calaway took his place. During the 1990s, Vince McMahon protected The Undertaker more carefully than almost any character in company history. The rule was simple: the mystery must survive. No unnecessary interviews, no comedy appearances, no public exposure. Every time fans saw The Undertaker, they had to believe he existed. That level of commitment became legendary. While other wrestlers promoted themselves everywhere possible, Mark Calaway willingly disappeared from public view. But WWE's popularity exploded, and eventually, business opportunities began creating cracks in the wall. Television appearances, media requests, public events. The mystery was becoming harder to protect. For the first time, fans started seeing brief glimpses of the real man behind the hat. If there was one person capable of making The Undertaker forget the character for a moment, it was Mick Foley. Their friendship became one of the strongest in wrestling history. And after Hell in a Cell, 1998, fans witnessed something remarkable. The Undertaker wasn't celebrating, he wasn't performing. He was genuinely concerned. Behind the scenes, Mark Calaway repeatedly checked on Foley after the brutal match. Years later, Foley revealed just how much Undertaker cared about the people around him. For the audience, he was the dead man. For the locker room, he was one of their most respected leaders. November 13th, 2005. One phone call changed wrestling forever. Eddie Guerrero was gone. The locker room was devastated, but few moments hit fans harder than seeing The Undertaker during the tribute show. Standing silently on the stage, the character was still there. But the emotion wasn't acting. For one of the few times in his career, the pain was impossible to hide. Fans weren't seeing a supernatural character, they were seeing a friend mourning another friend. And in that moment, the dead man became human. For decades, The Undertaker lived behind a wall. Then came Ric Flair's retirement celebrations. Suddenly, fans saw something unfamiliar. Mark Calaway smiling, laughing, sharing stories, embracing friends. It was a version of Undertaker that older wrestling insiders always knew existed, but fans rarely saw. The mysterious figure had become a respected elder statesman of professional wrestling, and the audience loved every second of it. Long before social media, long before podcasts, there was the Bone Street Crew, Undertaker's inner circle, friends who stayed loyal through decades of wrestling history. When members of that group entered the Hall of Fame, the impossible happened. Mark Calaway stepped forward, not as the dead man, not as a character, but as a brother honoring other brothers. For years he protected the mystery, but friendship mattered more, and fans finally saw the real man underneath the legend. Then came the moment nobody thought would ever happen: The Undertaker Hall of Fame speech. For over 30 years, Mark Calaway protected the greatest character in wrestling history. But now there was no hat, no lightning, no supernatural powers, just a man telling his story. Fans expected The Undertaker. Instead, they met Mark Calaway. And somehow, that made them respect him even more, because they finally understood the sacrifice required to protect a character for 3 decades. The Undertaker spent 30 years convincing the world he was something supernatural. But the moments fans remember most are the moments he stopped pretending. The tears, the friendships, the respect, the loyalty. Those weren't part of the character. They were part of the man. And maybe that's why Mark Calaway became even more legendary than The Undertaker himself. Which moment revealed the real Undertaker to you? Let us know below. And subscribe to WrestleVault, because some wrestling secrets are finally ready to be buried.